Ladies and gentlemen, now a couple of weeks ago today we made the brand new free-to-play account for 2019 WhaleMilker3000. So today I just wanted to have a little bit of a chat about how the account's coming along, the plans for the account and what we're aiming to do next. Because you may have noticed like the first 4 days of this account we had like 4 really long marathon streams, man, and we got so much done in those streams. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like in the first 4 days we were like level 38, and then we killed Maestro on day 4, man. If I had a little bit more time on day 3 to play, we could have got Maestro down then. But since then, you know, in the remaining 10 days, we haven't already been live streaming, and I've been playing a lot on this account, kind of off stream, in little grind segments, because it's one of those things with our next objective in mind. Our next objective is get the collector down and get uncollected. Now, on the last free-to-play account that we did, WhaleMilker27, we got the collector down from a fresh new account in just over 100 days. And what I'm aiming for on this account is to get the collector down anywhere between 30 and 50 days from a brand new free-to-play account, which you know, is at least double the ambition of the previous one. And I think if everything goes to plan at the moment, we could potentially kill him in the next couple of weeks and get uncollected, and also farm maybe a few 4-star characters. I doubt we'll like 100% uncollected this month on the free-to-play account, but you know, we might be able to get the completion done of the first 2 there, which should give us access to some very, very nice rewards. But that means the 2 things that I'm focusing on at the moment are, one is saving up a stash of units and resources in order to, you know, have that buffer to go against the collector and all the troubles leading up to him in the previous 11 quest as well. And also I really need to sort out my masteries, because that is a really big problem for any brand new account, man. It's just getting your masteries sorted, and at the moment, ever since Maestro, they've just been an absolute mess, lads. So this is the setup that I've been using to grind arena and play about with at the moment, and I'm being very, very conservative because I just need like a few more units. I need about I think it's about 350 or so in order to get all the masteries that I want to get. So yeah, I want to max out parry. I also want to get 3 out of 3 in stupefy as well, because that increased stun duration is really, really valuable, and then get 5 out of 5 in cruelty and precision. But as you can see there, that's a lot of cores, lads, but these are, you know, some very, very valuable masteries, like especially cruelty and precision are just so incredibly core, and the increased stun duration is just really, really good for a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do at the moment, is just sort all the masteries out and kind of get a setup that is ready to tackle uncollected with some mid-range champions, because on this account as well, I don't want to use the easiest options, the best options. I want to use some, you know, fairly mid-tier characters, characters that you don't really see played too much. So that's why we've already taken Electra up to rank 4. I plan on taking both the champion and guillotine as well up to rank 4, unless I get somebody in my next opening that I like a little bit more, or I think is, you know, a little bit more fun to play. But I think the champion and guillotine, you know, guillotine's a very OG champion, much like Electro as well, but they're still both, you know, very mid-range, very, very effective. And the champion, he's, you know, a little bit different, man. I think he can lift some heavy weight when it comes to getting the title of uncollected as well. So a few, you know, fun champions to play there. Plus Electro also has the additional use of, when I come to Ultron's Assault variant, I can use him for the final boss Ultron as well, which is always a nice problem to solve. Kind of looking at my roster as well, I've also been very, very fortunate to get 2 gold tier XL champions. So we've got both Sentinel and Venom. I don't want to upgrade them just yet. We might do in the future, because like one potential option that I have is I can take both of these champions to rank 4, maybe one of them to rank 5, and then I could do variant completion as well for the second variant. Now the second variant doesn't actually unlock, I believe, till like level 45. I don't know if I can see the rewards for it, but the second variant here, you know, if we get the completion for this one, man, we can get like a fully formed 5 5-star hero crystal. We can get some rank up gems, like a load of 5-star rank up gems from 2 to 3, some 6-star shards, a ton of gold as well, and it's not really that difficult to do. I reckon you can do every single chapter with Venom quite easily, apart from, I think it's like 1-3 that is a bit of a problem, but aside from that, there's a lot of cheese tactics. If we can even get maybe like a 3-star version of Hulk Ragnarok, ideally like a 4-star version, and have them at like rank 3 or rank 4, we should still be able to get the completion there. So that one's going to be a little bit interesting to see where that could potentially slot into the progression, but aside from that, like, it's going to be like the goal after we get uncollected is to complete Act 5, and then it's going to be 100% it as well. So we definitely have a lot of grand ambition when it does come to the free-to-play account, but also a very, very long journey ahead of us as well. But again, it's only 2 weeks, man, and I look forward to, you know, playing through the content again, because one of the reasons, and a lot of people asked this during the initial live streams, is like, Seatin, you know, you've done one free-to-play account already a couple of years ago. What's the point in making a brand new free-to-play account? Now, as somebody that makes Marvel Contest of Champions guides and tutorials, like, all day, every day, we do so many gameplay videos, so many, like, guides, so many tutorials for everything. I always like to make sure that I have my knowledge kind of relevant and up to date, and I think that's very, very important. And playing through the game again and experiencing kind of all these new perks and new systems that beginners have to take advantage of really gives me that updated perspective of, you know, giving better advice to what to do at certain points in the game. Like, there is so much, even in like the 2 years between my free-to-play accounts, that has really changed for the better in terms of like the glory system as well. The glory system is one thing that is absolutely huge, because one of the things that I've just been doing on this free-to-play account, it took me like so long and was so awkward on WhaleMilker27 to get a lot of tier 3 class catalyst. I remember having to like grind out like certain daily events to get fragments and piece them together, but the glory system, man, is absolutely lush because it gives you access to those tier 3s, and that is what, as a new player, I'm spending all of my glory on at the moment. And just via the brand new objective system as well, an alliance quest, like, it's very, very easy to get a decent lump of glory every single week. So yeah, there's a lot of really, really good stuff going on there, man. And also, once we get past kind of the tier 3s, to be honest, you need tier 3s for a lot, man, so I'm probably going to buy them for a while, but there's so much additional stuff we can buy here. Like, you can buy a ton of tier 4 basic, a ton of tier 1 alpha, but the thing is, I actually haven't had too much of a problem with like resources like tier 4 basic, because we've already taken Electro up, and killing Maestro. I think we've got 5 tier 4 basic there, and also we've got 2 more tier 4 basic that we can access via the objective system. I just don't really want to push it into overflow until it's needed, because that one's, you know, very, very straightforward. Do proving grounds on completion and exploration on expert there. We've also got another tier 3 class selector, so, you know, I'm waiting to decide, once I've got all my champions open before doing uncollected, who else I'm going to take up the rank for. So yeah, I'm going to use that one to decide if, you know, maybe I need a certain class last minute there. Also, we can get 1 T4CC via the class challenge completion as well, so that's quite nice, but, you know, it still takes a while to get the T4CC together. But if I can get my hands on a few of those you know, like 5-star rank up gems from the first variant, man, if I can take Venom and Sentinel up and just absolutely smash that out, then I'm going to be able to get into and expand a 5-star roster very, very quickly as well. So some really, really cool stuff there. And I also love all the additional ways to gain gold via the Summoner's Journey as well. That's been really, really helpful for kind of allowing me to actually invest in champions so far. So it's quite nice, but, you know, you still need a ton of gold as a beginner, man. It's still one of those things. And also, something very important, obviously, for any new player is the alliance events as well, because it allows you to get like these brand new boosts on the one-day events. There's like 15% attack boost for half an hour, and also the 20% health boost for half an hour as well. And being able to get like one of those every single week, combined with like 110% and 120% at the start of AQ, like, those boosts are mad for progression. They're going to be so valuable. By the time I get to, you know, fighting the collector and going for that, I'm going to have at least 3 of every boost. So that's like an hour and a half, 2 hours in the more difficult stuff where I really need those boosts to kind of harness them, and that's going to give me, what is it, like 35% more attack, 40% health. It's just going to be really, really beneficial as well. So that's definitely some great stuff there. But aside from that, you know, we're definitely slogging along. We've grinded out 2 4-star basic champions because they're really easy to do and really, really cheap in the beginner bracket, especially in our scenario as well. It feels like no effort at all. I've already done kind of a video on the channel a couple of days ago if you want to type into YouTube like how to grind out 4-star basics without infinite streaks Seatin. So I've grinded out the champion and guillotine, man, just because I really, really wanted those champions. But aside from that, we've got a ton of 3-star characters, man, so many already, and we did sell that 4-star blade on day 1. That was just for the memes, really. And I kind of, you know, there's a part of me that regrets selling blade for the arena points, really, but I thought it had to be done, man. It was a pretty funny way to start the account as well. If we can like sell blade on day 1 and still get uncollected in like 30 to 50 days, completely free to play, I think that's pretty good, man. So if we can pull that off, that'll be very, very good for the mini little flex on the account there. But yeah, the roster's it's shaping up, man. It's still a very, very basic roster as far as they go, but we've had some very interesting luck and interesting champions there. But also we're saving up for another crystal opening as well. So at the moment I'm just kind of grinding arena to get the units, get the gold to upgrade champions. We've got a lot of premiums to open, almost another 4-star as well, and just stockpiling loads of crystals. Especially these free crystals are very important to not open and save up. So yeah, as soon as you claim one, just exit out. So when I come to uncollected, I've got a big stack of anywhere between I would assume 50 to 100 of those to kind of open and harness. So that's going to be really, really good for all those health potion resources as well. And then yeah, just in terms of, you know, what we're working toward at the moment, 100% Act 3 is our goal just in terms of spending energy. But again, I can't really live stream at the moment because I don't want to use the energy units on refills when I'm regenerating naturally, because it's just not super efficient to do that for 100% Act 3. So yeah, the exploration rewards are what we're striving for here, just to get another 4-star champion, get some more tier 4 basic as well, some more tier 1 alpha, some revives, some gold, load of ISO. There's a really, really good stack of rewards for doing that exploration, man. They really did a good job at pimping that one out. And as far as like Act 1 and Act 2 100% are concerned, I'm just not really fussed about them. There are certain champions that we could do at certain points for like units that are pretty cheap, you know. Like there are certain like 2-path ones where we could get a cheeky little stack of like 10 units there if you wanted to burn a little bit of energy. So certain stuff might be worth tactfully revisiting at some point just to get a little bit of energy there. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks into the free-to-play account, the journey of WhaleMilker3000, 58 heroes, 25k rating. So, you know, we're off to a pretty strong start, and I apologize that with the ambition on this account, there's not really much content I can just sit down and live stream at the moment. But once we get to that level where we get uncollected, there's going to be a lot more stuff opening up for live streams and more marathon gaming sessions there. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on the account and you know, kind of keep you informed about what I'm planning and what I aim to do on this account, so you guys aren't like, oh, you know, Seatin hasn't done a free-to-play live stream in 10 days, what the hell is going on? So yeah, now you know we're saving up everything to invest in uncollected and get that title, man, upgrade those rewards, and get the really, really sweet stuff from the monthly events as well. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy today's free-to-play 2-week account tour, please do smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.